Sponsored by the Mike Morris Law Firm, 855 Mike Wins. Jason Carr Live starts now.
Good Thursday morning to you. Hope you're off to a great start today. We've got a packed show, an absolutely packed program that begins as it should. You have it as National Puppy Day.
Yes.
As our starting point.
It's the most important story today.
No, I'm going to see you that story and raise you a Fouts.
A Fouts?
Warren Mayor Jim Fouts was handing out awards yesterday. I should say embattled Warren Mayor Jim Fouts was handing out awards yesterday, recognizing two men with police civilian citations. Here's how it ended.
Again, congratulations, and I thank you and Mr. Woods. I have another event to do, so congratulations.
Mayor, before you go, have you done anything to disprove that those are your witness tapes?
Again, congratulations, and I thank you and Mr. Woods. I have another event to do, so congratulations.
Mayor, before you go, have you done anything to disprove that those are your witness tapes?
I'm sorry, I'm speechless.
And everyone just stands there. Well, what do we do now? Where's he going?
Here's your plaque. I got a thing.
Well, and I guess his car never left. He didn't actually leave to really go anywhere. He stayed still in the building. So you got to wonder what was on the schedule.
Oh my goodness. I mean, seriously?
You got to own up to this, or at least address it at some point with the media.
You will recall that the media is interested in Mayor Fouts because of the recordings, the horrendous things that he allegedly said that were captured on tape, and that voice experts have ruled or concluded that is his voice. But he is steadfastly refusing to admit that he said horrible things. And he's not going anywhere. He's staying right where he is in his office. Jason Colthorpe, let's get him a microphone. Jason Colthorpe, you were there. You and photographer Alex Atwell were there in the room when that transpired. I think you could just clip it.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that.
Good luck.
Why didn't somebody tell me my belly was so big?
So now, set the scene for us. He knows you're there to ask him questions.
Well, I don't think so. I don't really know. I mean, we go there for the two men were getting a citation for helping save a lady during a windstorm and all this. And I don't know why more media outlets weren't there. This thing went out, but he's got to expect that there's going to be questions.
There's going to be a Q&A afterward.
Or some sort. And I think here's what happened. There was a newspaper reporter there who, like me, has been to his office. And this newspaper reporter actually has been there many more times.
I've been in his office multiple times as well.
And since this thing broke, a lot of reporters have been there trying to ask questions and get him to go on the record and ask, simple questions like, have you tried to prove that this is not your voice, like you said you were going to do? Why haven't you launched a full investigation into this? I mean, if it was anyone else, if it was you and someone did this, wouldn't you immediately sue the person who did this if it wasn't your voice?
Right.
Or want an investigation or try and disprove it? So those are just basic questions. And just when you think we're going to get some answers, the funny thing was Alex Atwell, our photographer, we don't get many looks at Jim Fouts these days because he's hiding. So he's kind of pacing back and forth in his office. So we start rolling.
Do you have that video by chance?
I didn't grab that video. We
Well,
wanted to grab it real quick, but
we're in a public elected mayor's office, so we're rolling. He just turns it on and just kind of stands there, and you see the mayor kind of go back and forth, and then a couple times behind the wall and just kind of looking back and forth, and you look and you just go. At one point, I just said, "Hey, Mayor, how you doing?" He goes, "Hi," and it was just very strange. And then at one point, the public service director, Richard Sabal, comes out, and he knows that the newspaper reporter has a story in the works.
Yeah.
And he says, "When's that going to come out?" And then all of a sudden he asks both of us, "What are you guys going to ask here today?" Like he's running reconnaissance for the mayor. And
Gotcha.
The mayor's watching as he's asking us these questions. And
Must have been very peculiar.
It was very weird.
All right, let's take a look at, again, leave our mics open, John, please.
Of course.
One more time.
Again, congratulations, and I thank you and Mr. Woods. I have another event to
I have
do,
another
so
event.
congratulations.
And he's barely even handed him the paper. And at this point, where he's hollering, trying to get one question out. But watch the officers' faces. Commissioner Jerry Burns there, just bewildered.
Yeah.
Like what? Where
That-
did he go? What just happened?
Again,
That
congratulations.
just
and I
happened.
thank you and
Watch
Mr.
the cops'
Woods.
faces again.
I
That's
have
Commissioner
another
Jerry Burns.
event to do, so
On one of
congratulations.
Can you pause this? Can you pause it?
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, pause it right. Pause it right here. Oh, a little bit more.
And he's like, where did he go?
That just happened.
Yeah.
The mayor just ducked out and slammed the door.
Oh, the door slammed hard. And
Again,
he said, I've got somewhere else to go, and of course we go outside.
Mr. Woods.
We're parked right by his car. And so we think, all right, well, we'll just wait here. I mean, if he's going to some other event. And as I said yesterday, maybe it was within walking distance, maybe he carpooled, but he didn't leave with his car. And we were there till 6:30, and he didn't leave with that. So he didn't want to come out.
I have a thing.
I got a thing over at the what have you on the deal over there. I'll see ya. I mean, the thing was literally, he's like, again, congratulations. I'm gone, and I've got a thing over here.
Oh my goodness, Rod, have you ever seen any? Rod Maloney's over here. Have you ever seen anything like the Fouts exit from that ceremony? Oh boy.
We chased Kwame out of a few places.
Oh yeah.
A lot of Kwame chases.
Kwame was a unique guy.
Did he ever do that though? Like a sort of a abrupt, here's your award, I'm out of here, and sort of sneak out the back door?
He kind of had his guys push people away.
Yeah, he would just sneak out, or he would just say, I'm out of here, or not. Like, I can remember, one of my favorite memories of Kwame was that we need to have the weekly mayor's briefing. And then he would send the deputy mayor in to do the mayor's briefing. And after about 4 of them, I said, well, when's the mayor going to show up? You know, it was that kind of thing, because he didn't want to answer any questions. So, it's what you do.
John, can we see the Mayor Fouts exit one more time? I don't think it's potential.
Congratulations, and I thank you and Mr. Woods. I have another event to do, so congratulations.
At this point, is it Mayor, have you done anything to try to these are not your voice on the look at
Hello.
That is good, though.
Yeah, that's the police commissioner.
What the? That just happened.
It was just like, wait, I'm
Chuck is back here from the assignment desk. Have you ever seen anything like
That's
that?
classic. That's one of the all-time greats.
That's a good one.
That's a good
I'll give you that. It's a good one.
That's a good
Well,
one.
but you were chasing the council member.
Yeah, we did chase.
That was, to me, funnier than that.
Yeah, well, because that was and he was accusing us of assaulting him with our microphones. So that was kind of funny, and he was asking for an officer to escort him out.
It's a never-ending saga up there in Warren.
I mean, that is instantly up there with Shrek and Do Your Job. I mean, it's not quite as demonstrative or dramatic,
because
but
you can't hear anything.
Yeah, but on the serious side too, I think it's important that nobody stops trying to pursue and get answers from him. And
that's the overriding point.
I mean, no mayor that has allegedly said these things should be able to just hide from the mayor or from the media.
No, absolutely.
Thank you, gents.
Yes, sir.
So Jen says, I love you guys all talking about it. See, the nice thing about this forum is that you get a window into how the newsroom really sounds, how we talk. When we come back into the room, these guys were like, well, to a point. But when those guys come back in the room and they're like, you will not believe the video that we have of the mayor making this exit. So you get to see how it really goes on, or mostly how it goes on behind the scenes. Do we want to go back to National Puppy Day?
Well, I mean, we can. All I've got is just some cute videos of puppies, doing their thing. This is a puppy.
That's got to be a beagle.
I think that's a beagle. There's another puppy. Uh-oh. Yep, there's a puppy.
Oh, that's Boo. That dog's name is Boo. I know this because of my daughter.
There's a puppy on a skateboard.
Usually we save this for the end of the show with the water skiing squirrel. But
There's a puppy stuck in a toilet. So, anything can happen.
on National Puppy Day, anything can happen. A high-speed chase in Upper Michigan ends with a dramatic crash, and it was all caught on camera. Take a look at this. Dash cam shows Marquette County Sheriff's Office in pursuit of a vehicle. The driver was in the wrong lane going more than 70 miles per hour. Suddenly, he goes through an intersection up a snowbank. The vehicle landed in some trees.
Yeah.
The 22-year-old driver not injured, but will be charged with drunk driving and fleeing and eluding. I witnessed something like this early on a Sunday morning between Mason and Lansing on 127 North. I was going northbound, and driver was coming southbound, and I'm like, wow, he seems like he's going really fast. He's on the other side of the median, and he overcorrected, and I saw his Cadillac just sail off into the woods, hit a tree, and just drop out of sight because the highway's elevated. I said, holy, and I burned, this is pre-cell phone, shows you how old I am. I had to go to the nearest gas station, 35-cent phone call, or whatever. Hey, police, I just saw a guy go flying off into the woods. He was arrested, hauled up on charges. Nobody told me that he pleaded out. So, like, however long it was, months later, I get this summons, hey, you got to come to court and testify, blah, blah, blah. I go there. Oh, yeah, he pleaded out.
Yep.
I'm the one that called 911 so they could rescue him. Wasting my time. People are selling a bag of air from Adele.
From an Adele concert. Yes. This is a legitimate bag of air from Adele's Adelaide concert on the March 13th, 2017. So, and apparently this is a big thing on the internet. They're on eBay right now. I mean,
I'm going to grab a bag of air from this soon-to-be...
We'll start bagging some air, bottling air from this.
Oh, we've got bags of air. We've got a lot of that to go around right here.
I mean, but it's incredible. I mean, one of them I saw, you've got your bid and then the buy it now option. And I saw one of these buy it now options at 800 Australian dollars, which is, I think it's like 1,200 American.
Jeez. Sears has been a pillar of retail for more than 100 years, but despite its long history, its future is in serious doubt. What do you think about Sears potentially going bye-bye? I mean, other than Craftsman and
Other
Kenmore?
than Craftsman, that's the only thing that I can really think, like, oh, if I needed some tools, I might go to Sears to do it. But otherwise, and the sad fact is they were a catalog. They were the best at it. And to transition into the internet and into digital, they should have had a very easy time
You
doing
would think.
that. You would think. But
Sears Brand Central.
Yeah.
I bought a VCR there once upon a time for $500.
Yeah.
A VCR. The year was 1991, I think it was. There is a cologne or perfume you can get that will make you smell like a kitty cat, like the fur.
Mm-hmm. Like a kitten.
The kitten fur scent from Demeter.
It's simple, subtle, singular sense, each day, everywhere. Kitten fur.
April 1st is approaching.
Yeah, well, this
This is the same maker of smells, has a library of smells. You can actually get cologne or perfume that smells like a book.
Like a book.
I don't know why, it just seems like that would interest you.
Yeah,
You want to smell like an old used paperback?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
A giant leader prawn was captured in Australia. Speaking of Australia, Gulf, where it was photographed by Kai Thomas. The prawn weighs 300 grams. Look at that. It is the size of his forearm.
That's one prawn.
That is a shrimp.
That is a shrimp. Yep. I mean, if you with most salads or whatever you're going to put shrimp in, and you get you 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 shrimp. This you only need one, just the one. And if you think that's something, take a look at this. This is a 2-headed shrimp that was found in Australia last year. Yeah.
Always Australia.
It's always Australia. That's if there's anything that this show has taught anyone, it's that Australia has some strange things happening.
Funny how you can't hear that.
Huh.
Interesting, right? There's a new king of the court at the Miami Open tennis tournament. The iguana was just minding his business, taking in a little tennis when he was spotted hanging out on the scoreboard. The iguana. Iguana. What is going on there?
Yeah, he's taking a selfie with the iguana. And then,
Okay, then.
at that point, he decides to hit the court, take a lap.
Whoa! I'll bet that freaks some people out.
Yep.
Look at the size of the
The
toenails.
yeah. So they herded him out and got him off the court, but
Can you back it up or start it over?
yeah.
Okay, so he's just hanging out. How big is he?
I don't know exactly. Iguanas are probably a meter long or something.
Okay, so I'm going to do the caption for this. Here's your award, and congratulations. I got a thing.
I got a thing. I gotta go.
Mr. Woods, I have another event to do, so congratulations.
Hey, before you go, have you done anything to disprove that those are your witness tapes?
Now, okay, go back to the iguana. Can you pick up in the same spot or no?
I need stuff.
Probably not.
There we go.
Wait, you're still there. Here, let me send out the deputy mayor. Oh my gosh, I needed a laugh this morning. A monster-sized lizard has been captured in southern Florida. A 4-foot-long Nile monitor lizard was trapped in a Cape Coral neighborhood where people in the area say they called trappers fearing the large reptile might make a meal of small pets.
Yep. Apparently, lizards eat pets.
Cape Coral.
I think a lizard will eat anything.
What's that?
I think a lizard will basically eat anything, right?
Will it?
I don't know. But they were saying that officials believe the lizard was making a home in the area because a group of owls was burrowing nearby, and that is what lizards actually like to eat. And speaking of owls, take a look at that.
Okay, that's just weird.
It's very weird. Owls are creepy.
That, you know what that is? That's the press yesterday trying to get a glimpse of the mayor in his office.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, we have some questions. We've got.
That, I guarantee you, that's what the looks on everybody's face when the mayor made that hasty retreat. What about the guy receiving the award? I mean, what must have been going through his mind?
Yeah. Well.
What a world indeed. Hashtag what a world. In his new book, How the Hot Dog Found Its Bun, which author Josh Chetwynd claims Nachos came from a group of army wives in the 1940s.
How about that?
Tell us the story.
Well, it seems that back in 1943, in a Mexican town that bordered Texas, the married women at the local U.S. Army base would occasionally hop the border to shop for fun. And one day, a group of Army wives planned on dining at a restaurant called the Victory Club in Piedras Negras. The waiter had just sat them down when he realized the cook was nowhere to be found, and according to the Oxford Companion of Food and Drink, Nachos, the guy's name was Nacho, and he looked around the kitchen to see what he could whip up on a short notice, and the desperate waiter combined cheese and jalapenos and put it over a bed of tortilla chips and served it to the women, and it became more popular in the 1960s.
Well, there you have it. Turns out pretty much everybody in the NBA, from the players to the trainers to the coaches, assistant coaches, I think even the commissioner, everybody loves peanut butter and jelly. Well, who doesn't? A new article from ESPN reveals that it's almost unanimous across the league that players choose PB&J as the ideal pregame meal. It all started with Kevin Garnett when he was in Boston and he was slumping, and he had a PB&J and went off that night, and then it spread like wildfire over the last 4 years to the rest of the league. Now, all the players, they all argue over who's got the best PB&J and what, is better strawberry or grape or crunchy
I'm
or
going to
creamy.
say strawberry.
We had a whole discussion about this on my Facebook page earlier, a couple hours ago, on a Facebook Live with producers Jay and Tammy. You know them as Jammy from Live in the D. If you go to my page, at Jason Carr TV, you can see that video. We had a whole big confab about peanut butter and jelly and whether you go with Smuckers or, with the peanut butter, is it Jiffy or Jif or Skippy, Velvet, Peter Pan? There's a whole thing, but
I'm going to say crunchy strawberry jam.
okay, I'm down with that. That's good. I like grape jam and crunchy or creamy, doesn't matter, and toasted.
Toasted?
To where the peanut butter becomes melty.
Really?
To use a Taco Bell made up word.
I've never tried that.
I've never done the toasted one either.
But definitely white bread, right? Okay.
So why is everybody eating PB&J? Well, Lakers coach Luke Walton has a theory. NBA players are superstitious nuts. And that's that.
That's that.
Okay, I got to run. I have to go do Live in the D. I'm like 2 minutes from the T's on TV. Everybody have a great day.
Stay classy, Detroit. Jason Carr Live was sponsored by the Mike Morris Law Firm, 855 Mike Wins.